In this part you will find out how to change the operating mode, group, control and description for the outputs of the IO2034NC module. It is an addressable, loop-powered 2000 series unit, with 4 inputs and 4 outputs. To modify the settings of this module, you must be logged into the panel at the installer level. To log in, press F4 to select Main Menu. Using the jog dial, turn it, and select a user which has the installer credentials. Now press the jog dial to go to the password option. Using the button, enter the correct password for the user. To do this, simply turn the jog dial to select the right number, and by pressing the button will move the cursor to the next digit. Now press the jog dial or F4 to enter into the installer menu. Then press the button again to go to the field setup. Scroll down to loop device config and press the jog dial. Select the loop number of the device that you would like to modify. Press the button to select loop number 1 and see all the devices in it. Using the jog dial, find the I/O module you want to edit. As you can see, in this case the 4i40 module with 4 inputs and outputs is numbered 1002, and each of its parts is listed as a separate device. Let's take a look at the first of outputs, 01. You can use the F3 key, or press the jog dial, to move to the next setting line. Here you can change the output operating mode. Please note that the outputs on the module are not supervised. The system does not check the continuity of the connection with possible receivers, and is unable to confirm their activation. The default setting for all outputs is PRG, which stands for programmable. Using programmable option, outputs will only deactivate after the panel reset. The other selectable modes are extinguishing, to add this device to an extinguishing type output group, and trigger it when the group is inactive. Fire alarm, to activate automatically in case of any fire alarm event. Fault, if you want any fault event to activate this device. Test, to automatically activate this output when a test event occurs. Disable, select this if you want any disablement event to activate this output. The last option is sounder, to add device to the sounder output group. If this option is used, the active output reacts to the start-stop button being pressed. Now move the cursor to group number. By default, all outputs are assigned to the dedicated group number. In this case, for the output of the programmable type, to group 301. If more programmable output groups has been added to the panel, the group can be changed. You can create extra groups by using the panel menu, or the PCC2X configuration utility software. Now press the button to move to the control option. Here you define whether the output is enabled or disabled at day, or at night only. The output is normally left on, as enabled. Now move the cursor to the device description. Here you change the device name, by using the jog dial. Pressing the button moves the cursor one step to the right and turning it changes the displayed value. Once you have finished, move the cursor to the next settings. The evacuation and warning tone option only apply when the output is configured as sounder. The output can be programmed to automatically switch on or off in the case of a warning, or evacuation phase for zones, within the selected sounder output group. Note that by selecting any tone from the available range of 1 to 32, the output only acts as switched on. The selected tone number has no effect on the output activation pattern. In the test tone option, you can decide whether the device is to be switched on or off when the assigned output group is being tested. Once you have finished, press F4 enter to save the settings. Then press F1 to go back. Each of the 4 outputs of the I/O module can be configured in a similar way. Once everything is ready, select F2, exit. To complete the process, press F3 to apply the new output's configuration. The changes will take effect after the panel reset.